Stop Flavor Fix bundle at participating locations.
You're listening to WBEZ. The championship of one of the longest-running amateur boxing tournaments in the nation kicks off tonight. More than 70 boxers, men and women, will compete at the 96th annual Chicago Golden Gloves Tournament in Cicero. One young athlete isn't letting a physical limitation get in the way of his dreams of going pro. WBEZ's Michael Puente reports.
They're not here for the big payouts or endorsement deals. These boxers are here to compete for the right to be called a Golden Gloves champion.
Oh man, it started out as just like a place for me to work out at, and I wanted to challenge myself and see if I can do it in the ring.
That's Michelle Trevina, who's an emergency room nurse at the University of Illinois Hospital in Chicago by day, but she boxes at night. She's been training for about a year and made her tournament debut 2 weeks ago at the start of the Golden Gloves tournament.
It is my very first fight ever. Very nervous for sure.
Trevina won that match and will compete in the championship round this weekend at the intimate Cicero Stadium. Some here do have dreams of moving on to boxing fame, just like greats such as Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, and Sonny Liston did while competing in this very tournament decades ago.
Since I was 14, I told myself, yeah, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
That's 23-year-old Caleb Hernandez of Crown Point, Indiana, who trains at the Hammond Boxing Club. Hernandez won his weight class the last 2 years, but he'd like another win.
Trying to go for 3 years in a row here. If I win the finals, I go to nationals, national Golden Gloves after that, pro.
On this first night of the tournament last month, there were some 25 three-round bouts. The stands were packed with onlookers eating snacks as the boxers duked it out. The athletes warm up in the wings of the stadium until their number is called. A young boxer, Kyron Brown, sits quietly in the stands waiting for his bout. Number 22 is finally called late in the evening.
All right, boxers for bout 22 to the ring, please. Bout 22.
At 19 years old, Brown's been boxing since he was 9. His first unofficial fights happened on the streets of Chicago's West Garfield Park neighborhood.
As a little boy, I was always confident. I lived in a rough neighborhood, and all we did is fight. So I didn't see the difference between the streets and the boxing ring. You know, if anything, I learned a lot from it.
Brown actually stopped boxing the last couple of years to concentrate on graduating high school and becoming a freshman at Malcolm X College. He returned to the ring a few months ago ahead of the Golden Gloves tournament. One of his trainers, Danielle Ruiz, thinks Brown has tremendous talent with only one potential weakness, his eyesight. Blind in his right eye since birth, Ruiz says Brown doesn't allow it to define him.
Some fighters have slow reflexes, some fighters don't have power, but I don't see it as a huge disadvantage. Actually, I think it developed a style the way he fights now, because you see he's real fluid.
His other trainer, Carlos Castaneda, owner of Oakley Fight Club in Chicago, says safety is always first and wouldn't let Brown compete if he couldn't do it.
I think he has a sixth sense now with that eyesight out. He does things that are very untraditional with boxers, and I think his handicapping has nothing to do with it. When I talk to him, I don't see him as a blind person. I see him as a special person.
Despite the risk, Brown isn't concerned about injuring his left good eye.
My family's always concerned about me and my health being, but I'm not worried. My vision in my left eye is completely strong. I'm getting checked out. It's something that I can do. I'm confident in.
Brown came up big in his semifinal match 2 weeks ago, winning a close bout.
And in this 152-pound elite division, our winner tonight by split decision, out of the blue corner, Kyron Brown.
Tonight, he will compete for the Golden Gloves Championship in the 152-pound elite division against a fighter who won this weight class last year. Brown just keeps reminding himself of his ultimate goal.
I got my eye on the prize.
The championship rounds begin tonight and goes to Saturday. Michael Puente, WBEZ News.